It's Friday morning and I've booked into a off-grid campsite for Saturday and then off to a campervan meet on Sunday. So arriving back home hopefully on Monday. I'm actually quite anxious and a bit nervous. I mean, it's only Friday because I've never really driven Flair anywhere further than where I live. I don't know her very well, how she handles on the roads, and all sorts of bad images are coming through my mind about burst tyres en route and all that. It's not reaching the destination and actually camping out, it's the journey there that I'm more worried about. And I guess I just got to push myself through it. I really just got to push myself through it. I know I'm going to have a sleepless night tonight, just worrying. But I'm going to do it, have to do it. And I packed her up last night, so she's ready to go. I'm just off to go and put air in her tyres, and then I'll check all the fluids later on this evening. So yeah, I shall probably update you at some point tomorrow. It's so handy, the previous owners put all the dimensions and the tyre pressures up just above my steering wheel, so I shouldn't get that wrong or forget. Right, I put £50 of fuel in. She was just above the red mark when I did. Zeroed the mileage. So I'm going to see how much she gives me. All tyre pressures were down by 10 psi front and back, so I needed to put 38 in the front and 50 at the back, so they were pretty low, so the drive might be a bit better. Right, on the Maiden Voyage in Flair, I'm a bit apprehensive to be honest, because I'm not really taking her out of the city. So £50 of fuel in her, and we're heading to somewhere in Nottinghamshire to an off-grid campsite. So let's go. Oh, and I got my son's sunglasses on because I couldn't find my ones, but they fit. 30 miles away from home on an A road, and she is driving beautifully at the moment. We're cruising along at 60 miles per hour on an A road, fairly empty. Not having power steering is not an issue on a long drive like this at all. She seems actually quite light. And it's quite warm. I haven't got aircon, but never mind. But she's doing well so far. There's the odd squeak happening now and then. I think that's just part and parcel of having an older vehicle. The needle dial on the fuel tank hasn't gone down much either. And I haven't even got my foot down on the throttle. And she's just cruising. This motorhome is just made for cruising, to go on trips, which we're off on now. So yeah, I am fairly happy. I'm getting a bit more comfortable now with the journey. I'm still a bit apprehensive, but I think that's mainly due to the fact that I've left my son at home with his dad. His dad came to babysit him. So I'm missing him a little bit, well, quite a bit. But I should be fine. We are nearly there to my destination, which is an off-grid campsite. And I just had to check the directions because my sat-nav doesn't directly lead me there. But we're in fairly flat-ish land, so I haven't had to overexert Flair. But what a beautiful drive. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. No problems whatsoever at the moment. Even with the steering, because we're not going around any funny little bends and stuff. I don't want to get into the mud over there. I just had to pull into this lakey bit just to look at my instructions from Richard to see how to get there. But I'll update you in a bit when I've parked up with how well she's done on the fuel. Driving to Richard's off-grid, there's a sign that says Richard's off-grid. Oh, look at that. This is where we are headed. Oh, especially oh, it's busy. Busy. Jeez. Well busy. Now, is that Richard himself? Love making memories. Let's see. Right, I've just parked Flair up. First thing I do, open the back doors, stretching. It's taken about 2.5 hours, but let me show you how much fuel she's used. Okay, so she's used that much, and she's on 132 miles. So the line was just up to there, so she's down there. So I estimate she's probably used about 25 pounds of fuel so far to go 132 miles. She's not bad, really. Well, I've made it. I've made it to somewhere in Lincolnshire, just about to an off-grid campsite, and Flair was excellent. She was cruising at, in fact, she wanted to push it at 70. She hit her resonation point and it all started to vibrate. I had to slow her down because she just wanted to go. And excellent on fuel. I reckon I must be going at about 25-26 miles per gallon, which is pretty good. All is good, so I'm enjoying it. And now I'm going to have a walk. Oh, getting attacked by a bee. I'm going to have a walk down to the pub, get something to eat and go for a wander. I don't know whether to walk to the pub straight away. I know my legs need a good working out, or just make myself a cup of coffee because I can. Oh my days, it feels so good to be back out in the open road again, doing my walking, and the next best thing is to go to the pub for something to eat. It just feels so, I don't know, I think I've been reborn. That's how I feel. I've been totally reborn again. And Flair, I'm loving her at the moment. She is performing really well. I've got to listen out for any cars from behind. It's not a very busy road. But this countryside around Lincolnshire is fairly flat. It's not very hilly. So I haven't overstrained the van as such, but the next proper test would be to take her to where I love best, the Highlands of Scotland, but I'm not sure when that will be. But you can see all around. You've got the fields of yellow of the rapeseed, I think they're there. But you can see all around me. It's very agricultural around here. Walked roughly about a mile down the road to the campsite, and it's called the Gate Inn. It looks kind of posh. So I don't know what the prices are going to be like in there, but I'm starving. I need to get something to eat. Got a nice little beer garden out there. Let's have a look. So this is the menu for this pub, the Gate House. It's not bad. And guess what I've ordered? Where is it? The steak and ale. And I asked him specifically, does the pastry go all the way around? And he said yes. So I'm sat outside waiting for my dinner. They're so lovely in here. His name's Fernando. I think he's half Italian, half Spanish. Well, very welcoming. And I think his daughter walked me out here so I could have a conversation. But the canal goes all the way that way and that way. So I might have a little wander in a bit. But isn't this glorious? My first pub meal out on my own for about 5 months. Right, this steak and ale pie is the bomb. It's got the pastry going all the way around it, which I like. Not that flaky shit that you normally get on the top. Proper pastry. Portion of peas, and look at the chips. I think the chips are double fried because they're so crispy. And a gravy boat. Oh, I'm going to so love this. Right, let's try it. Right, let's tuck into the nice big chunks of meat. In fact, it's probably like 80% meat in there. Oh. It's meaty. It's not got loads of gravy in there, which is great. Otherwise the pastry just gets soaked. And the chips are just, crunchy. Can you hear that? Definitely double fried. I'm going to thoroughly enjoy this. As I'm eating my pub lunch, I'm just thinking about the times that I was up in Scotland and Wales, and I used to do this quite a bit after going for a walk, sit in a pub. It's the best thing. That's what I love about roaming around the United Kingdom, is that we've got these fantastic pubs that we can visit, and everything is freshly cooked in their kitchens. And this is like, I think, an Italian-run pub, so they've got pizzas, steaks, pastas. But I saw the steak and ale, and I thought I needed to go for that. But at this campsite that I'm staying at, I've had 2 people come and approach me because they've recognised me off YouTube and Facebook, which is great. And I'm just thinking maybe...
Hi, is everything all right with the food?
Oh, it's great, thank you.
Else?
No, that's fantastic.
Cheers,
I'm really enjoying this. And they're so lovely over here. And I met a man called Simon. I think he spotted me from YouTube, so hi Simon, if you see this. It's lovely chatting to you, and I'll probably catch up with you later on in the evening. And I met some other families, but I was thinking maybe I need to go in disguise next time. If I was a disguise, so I don't get recognised as much within the camping community, that is. But that wouldn't be fun, would it? Well, that's me done. I think I'm rather full. So I'm walking along the canal. This is a bit more different from where I live. It's a bit more rugged. I like the red brick bridges that they've got dotted periodically around the canal. And apparently there's another pub just down there, so I might just go and get a coffee from there too. But a lot of people, they do walk the paths of the canals, getting from one end of England to the next. I think it's a good thing to do, really, isn't it? Because it's all pretty level. It's not hard work at all. But as you know, I like my mountains. But it's not bad round this end, to be fair. You know what I've forgotten? I forgot my pink headphones. So I'd be doing a lot of thinking, which isn't a great thing really. But look at this canal, just so level, and what a wonderful way to break me into going out in the great outdoors and go walking again. Nice level ground, so it's not very taxing. I was going to say something and I've forgotten. There was a point to this video and I've completely forgotten what I was going to say. That comes with old age. I remember now. I was going to say, it was really hot during the day today. It's probably reaching about 18-19 centigrade. Now to me that's hot, when the full blazing sun. I know being Indian I should be used to hot weather, but I'm not. I actually prefer this kind of temperature. It's probably about 16, 17. Sun's coming down. Best time to walk for me is in the evenings. It's roughly about 7 o'clock now. So I've got another 2 hours of daylight before I have to get back. So I'm just going to continue down this canal for another half hour or so and then turn back on myself. I found a footpath that goes off into the fields, but I'm going to sit down here and just take in the lovely sunset. This is the best time of the evening. You can hear all the birds and see them. I can't name them. I need to get one of those books, don't I, where I can name the birds. But this is lovely. I don't even miss my pink headphones. I'm still sat here for the last half hour, just absorbing it all in actually. I can hear noises, I can hear the cars, but I've got the vastness of fields ahead of me. And I've got the sun coming down with a lovely orange tinge to it. It's just a glorious evening. Just sitting here reflecting and thinking, this is probably the first evening I've actually sat outside. I don't even do it in my own back garden. It's just something different about being out in the countryside, where you just appreciate being just outdoors. That's exactly the only time I ever get to do that. And perhaps why I like being out. I'm not even in any hurry to go back to Flair, to the campsite. I could just sit here for a while longer, to be honest. I thought I'd better walk back. It's about 8:45. The sun's still it's going down. It's still around about 16, 17 centigrade. It's perfect. So I'm going to go back to Flair, make her all homely, and make a cup of coffee. I haven't had one of those for quite a while. Right, you could hardly see me, but I'm in Flair. I had a lovely chat with Lee and Julie. I met them. They follow me on YouTube. I had a nice chat with them. I just come and sit out here. So I'm going to make Flair a bit more homely. Put all my lights on. Oh, she's looking damn good already. I've got these lights, pop lights, LED ones that you stick up on the top for my sinky area. So I'm going to put some on my hobby area. But, oh, she's looking so inviting. Okay, this is Flair set up for the evening. I'm using battery operated fairy lights. Some battery operated LED sticky lights. So I've got some hanging there. I've got some lights over there. I'm going to put some more LEDs underneath over here too. And then we walk in. I haven't set the bed up. I will do in a bit. It's got all my odds and ends. So I've got my lights on. Those ones. I haven't got that one. I've got that one on. There's plenty of light in here. So I was just checking to see how well the battery is charged up. So it's full, I'm guessing. Yeah. So this cigarette lighter 12 volt don't fit in there. So it's a different socket I need then, is it, for that? So I've set the single bed version up. I don't think I've done it fully because I think this headrest should lie flat. I couldn't get it flat. I need to move the seat forward a bit more, but I'm short enough I can fit on that. And I've just put my battery powered and one of those on. And what I'm really impressed with are my little LED lights, battery operated ones that you stick up on there, top of my area. Just lights that up really nicely. I can't believe the difference having Flair from Berlingo. Such a huge difference. I can stand up in the back end and make myself a cup of coffee, and I can get changed. All I do is pull that blind down. Gives me a bit of privacy in the back there. Having a little bit of a loungy area, having my bed. It's just like being in an apartment. Oh my god, totally different experience.